Well, you've talked about the opposition parties. What kind of effect do you think that Jacob Zuma's, if it is Jacob Zuma's Umkhonto we Sizwe party, could have on this election?
Well, I think it's very clear from the two by-elections that it has contested that it has a strong following.
All right, good people. You won't believe what Mbeki'S brother said about AMK, right? A very interesting, a very interesting conversation that he said. They were in conversation. The things that he said about MK. You see, speaking about MK, there's something that I want people to understand about MK. Have you ever read the book called The Art of War by, hey, I forgot, I can't pronounce his name, is a Chinese. He says that in that book, he says, when you attack, you must make your enemy believe that you're just resting. But when you are resting, you must make your enemy believe that you are attacking. So in other words, he's saying, never be predictable in how you're going to do. And you must always try by all means to keep your enemy on the loop and push them on the edge. So they don't have to understand what you're going. So in other words, this guy, he writes as a strategist, you know. So whatever he was saying it as a war strategy. Just like Joshua Mapponga, when he was warning people who are underestimating EMK, Joshua Mapponga said,
we are winning the Baka Samson Ebabelin. He won a few battles in the front. And the day when his head was shaved, Samson says, I'll wake up as usual. We have fought this in the past. And I will win again. That's the day Samson lost his eyes. That idea on its own of being presumptive towards MK. I was avoiding you on the other question.
Yeah.
That's why I went to the left.
Yeah, because I saw you didn't even make mention of MK.
But the MK sits the army, sits the intelligence, sits the disgruntled ANC personnel that have not benefited from the business transactions in the country. The MK sits the muscle of war in the country. And to think that they are worth nothing, you need to look at the crime records in this country. To think that MK is a joke can only come from a person who does not know how military and war works. This is not EFF. This is not NP. This is not DP. This is not AP. This is MK, which is the backbone of the military intelligence of ANC. And when that breaks off with its leader, who is Jacob Zuma, only fools who don't know how strategies work would thumbsuck and have lollipops in their mouths. Because this is something. MK's breakaway brings a disparity in ANC.
Okay? So when you listen to what Joshua Mapponga said, then you understand what I'm trying to say. To say you can never, ever, ever underestimate EMK. So when you understand that book, The Art of War, right? And you see, if you have read the book, you will realize that EMK, they are practicing, they are operating on the same principles. I don't know if you've seen that. How many of you guys have read that book? How many of you guys have seen how the enemy, how they confuse the enemy? Right now, the way people are so confused when it comes to MK, they don't know what they are dealing with, but whatever they are dealing with, it is well prepared for them. There's something that I know also that we are prepared for, and that is, if you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can join, become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button in case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing. As we proceed, when Daily Maverick was writing about MK, they said MK does not have a structure. They said, like, there's a journalist on Daily Maverick that is writing like that guy. Every time I see every time there's an article released from Daily Maverick about Jacob Zuma and MK, I always rush to check the journalist. There's a journalist, I don't know what it's called, but I will do some of the I will read out some of the things that he said recently. So that journalist said the other not long ago, in fact, he spoke about how MK is just one of something that does not have a structure. So you know, the way he was saying it was like, no man, you don't have to take this thing serious. But at the same time he says, but it's also dangerous. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, other people are saying it does not have a structure. They don't see how it's going to succeed. It appears like it is just there for distraction, to disrupt. But I'm saying they also agree that this party is dangerous. Well, you think it's what I said? Listen to what Mbeki'S brother has got to say about MK.
Well, you've talked about the opposition parties. What kind of effect do you think that Jacob Zuma's, if it is Jacob Zuma's Umkhonto we Sizwe party, could have on this election?
Well, I think it's very clear from the two by-elections that it has contested, that it has a strong following, at least in KZN, in KwaZulu-Natal. It has come third in the two by-elections that have been held. IFP 1, ANC was 2, and MK party was number 3. So it's very clear that it has a strong following in KwaZulu-Natal from the by-elections. And because of our proportional representation system, a vote anywhere in South Africa goes into your national vote. Because we don't have a constituency system, a vote in KwaZulu-Natal gets packaged into your vote for the national parliament. So I think it will make a showing at the national parliament, even if it just gets all its votes from KwaZulu-Natal. But I think it will get a vote from other places anyway.
But all the polls are indicating that
So it makes me wonder, what should we expect from MK? Because, man, come on, MK is like it's like water. When you close this side, it will find a way of, you know what I'm saying? When you close this side, it will find a way of climbing. If you close this side, it will find a way of coming. But the way they are doing their things, and on one of my videos, I even said, you know, I have a desire to interview the minds behind the MK. MK was not an afterthought. I've never seen something being organized the way MK is being organized. But I can tell you this. It is not an afterthought. And I said to you, an afterthought is when you are sitting somewhere at home, in your couch, you are watching football, and suddenly you hear a bang in your door, you know, and then that reaction is an afterthought. But if you are sitting there, you anticipate that there could be a bang on the door, even your reaction will be different. So is MK. MK is not an afterthought. It's not something that just, they were like, man, let's just design MK. If you look down and you are not being biased or carried away, if you look deep down in everything that is being said here, or that is being done here, you can tell that this thing was planned long time ago. The way they're going to approach things, it was planned long time ago. The way they go about doing things, the way they advertise themselves on social media, the energy drinks, their water, their branding, their t-shirts, the way everything that MK does, you can see the planning behind it. You like, guys, if you need to look at things from that perspective, you can see that no, man, there is some sort of deep, not even sort, but these people, they sat down and they thought about each and every move. And I like the fact that somehow they appear, they show you that is part of the book, by the way. It's called The Art of War. They advertise their weakness. The problem is that you don't see their strength. And that's what worries me the most. They advertise their weakness and you only see their weakness. You don't see their strength. And that's how they're going to destroy you, because you are not aware of their strength. And I keep telling people, hey, MK is going to surprise a lot of people in this country. The way these people have planned it, if you have read that book, The Art of War, and you are looking at how MK is moving and how the planning around MK, you are seeing a similarity. And the reason I'm saying also you are seeing a similarity, it is not far-fetched, because listen, the commander there, Jacob Zuma, he's a man of war. He knows war. So he has been into the intelligence. So man, that's the fascination I get when every time I look at this party, how they do things. I get so intrigued, and because you can never predict their next move. That's MK for you. You can never predict their next move. So people can say whatever they say, but I'm going to tell you this: MK is going to surprise a lot of people in this country. And I doubt people are ready for what is coming up. These people, I wish to meet the minds behind MK. There are people that are behind MK who are very good in strategy, look on strategy, or like they are strategists, brand. They are very good in advertising, brand building, brands, and all the stuff. Those are the people that I wish to meet when it comes to MK, because wow. When you look at their work, you kind of feel like, no, man, I wish to meet the people behind the brand. There must be somebody behind this. The way everything is well coordinated. MK, I foresee MK that is going to surprise a lot of people in this country. Take it for granted. We'll meet you on the other side.